look, fuck you, man. It's some lorry down there. Green, banged up thing. I don't fucking know who she is.
When did she go away?
I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with the fleet and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't even seen her for days.
Where exactly is a lorry?
Past the monument. Down there. The Green Temple. Now, leave me the fuck alone, okay?
A
Alright.
small temple by the monument. Green. Let's get into that lorry.
He turns to you.
Looks like he got his adrenaline up, too.
Alright, I'm going. Thank you. So by the monument. Let's see if it lights up. Green. I don't see green. Oh, it's this. Probably.
This green found, A to Z, contemporaire, is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
This must be the one he told us about. Unless he was lying.
Lieutenant peeks inside. Try the door handle.
The door is locked. The handle looks shiny, like it's recently replaced. There's no picking this lock. The owner has put special care into it. It's a recessed design.
Try to peek in the window.
The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and 2 steering levers.
How are we going to get this open, Kim?
Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside.
Good idea.
I don't know how good it is, but this investigation has taken long enough. We can't afford it to take any longer.
How high is it? 3. Tool not equipped. Yeah, that's gonna make it difficult. Can I do that? What is it? No, I need to leave and do that. Where is my pry bar? And I also need to find a super pry bar
This
somewhere.
green found, A to Z, contemporary,
28.
is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days.
But it is a wide check. Let's try.
Pry bar
Nope.
in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out and the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass. Looks like the window might be shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach.
Can hit again. The window appears to be shatterproof.
No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that.
Takes the pry bar from you and gestures for you to step back. Then with little
He
warning.
smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now.
Just open the door from the
The
inside.
smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals.
I wanna see what's in that
A
toolbox.
metallic drawer slides out from the seat. It's empty, except for a folded newspaper.
Unfold it.
It's an issue of Périphérique from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from its pages.
Pick up the note.
It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the Ulan frequency system.
I've heard that before.
The Ulan frequency system? I've never heard of that before.
Oh.
I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
His foot trails off. Lieutenant leans over your shoulder to examine the note. I think I've heard that. Did I not? Did I make that up? Push it in.
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Radio, posters, a trace of motor oil smell under all the cigarettes.
Check the
You
pedals.
wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here, a hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench, have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver.
Can I take
But
them?
one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
That's weird.
Sandpaper adds extra grip.
Looks like the driver has glued a piece of sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique?
The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern from the driver's right boot sole.
Yes?
He likes where this is going.
Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself.
One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other.
Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching.
Lieutenant's eyes light up behind his prescription lens. And she's also the one running the drug trade. What a handful. First the drug smuggling, now this. How deep does this rabbit hole go? Women, shake your head. Always up to something. Yes, it is.
We've identified one of the footprints, but there are still 7 to go.
He writes something in his little blue notebook.
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front and a pull-out toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedal.
I also was hoping I was gonna get the super briber from here, but I guess not. At my posters.
These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat.
Study it.
The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. This is Tip Tijon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death.
What happened to her?
She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here, on Boogie Street, a mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world, and the camera, too.
Enough.
The actresses and the rear
Examine
actor
the radio.
looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed, likely by the missing lady driver.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
It has to be an advanced model to fit so many frequencies next to each other without blending them together.
Why would anyone need so many stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV.
He flicks the switch on the radio.
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
A 20-kilometer radius at least, perhaps extended by an attachable antenna that's not here right now.
Is there anything we can do with the radio?
Doesn't look like it. It's completely inoperable without a dial key.
What else
The
is here?
smell of 1,000 you
Closed
close the
door.
rusty old lorry door.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective? Before we return to Joyce?
He steps away from the lorry. Can we not confront the lady who's over here? Isn't she the lady driver? He wants to have a word with me, but I don't want to do that right now.
The woman is still hunched over the railing, her head swaying to the music, her eyes looking at nothing in particular.
Snap your fingers in front of her face.
Huh? What is it? What do you want?
That flicks the switch somewhere. What are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Really?
Of course not. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was?
Okay, but what are you really hauling?
Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
So you don't know?
I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. Besides, I don't drive the lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean.
What if it's contraband?
Then it's contraband, lawman. What? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
Bad Hand, Hermenegildos's bad hand, strangled 300 people. What can I say? Some people just really like strangling people.
Well, I don't think I can really speak to her then. So let's speak to Kim because he wants me to. Like this, I
When
think.
you said before that you were down with racism, was it meant in earnest? Or were you just trying to win his confidence?
Well, now you've done it. Let's see if you can talk your way out of this one.
Relax, I was practicing the time-honored technique known as the lie. I was just trying to convey that I understood his grievances and wasn't judging him for having them. The lie.
I suppose that's a relief. Just be careful how often you avail yourself of this technique. A lie may be useful in the short term, but I have a way of catching up with you later.
They do? Does this game have consequences? That's annoying.
We know a lie, sire, and it didn't feel like one to us.
Didn't.
He chooses to believe, though, for now.
Oh, but I don't want to be a racist.
And one more thing. As you've seen, these sorts of attitudes are quite common in Martinez, so I expect this to happen again and again.
I just wanted him to fess up.
I've had this conversation enough times in my life. From now on, I'm going to stay out of it. How you choose to respond is your business, but be careful. Now let's move on.
Oh. So I guess he is kind of mad. He still wants to speak to me.
Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep.
But we are doing it in front of the lady driver who's smuggling drugs, maybe. Seems like something police would do. What do you think of all this?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation.
I agree.
I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can connect. Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net.
This means it's well funded. Technology like that, a major player must be financing it.
And also, I really don't trust that Joyce because she's sending us on this mission. What is she again? I forgot. From some sort of, I don't remember, party who wants to find that stuff, but she can't, so we have to do it.
I'm not sure what the Ulan frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Isn't that Ulan what we underground when we found that box, and we got this old lady speaking to us? I don't know how. I'm explaining it so horribly. But isn't that the Ulan frequency or something? I remember that term, but maybe not. What about the movie posters? How do they factor into all this? How do you think this is connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Evrard Claire would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose.
I agree with that.
My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends. It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly, down the road.
And the movie posters?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
I agree. A lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin, yeah.
Yes, well,
He doesn't say more.
Unimportant.
I don't know. Will the RCM open an investigation?
we should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it.
Alright, but the day just started, so...
There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
He stops to think. What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome.
Corruption?
All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either.
He nods. Okay, the brief over?
Debrief over. After you.
He nods again. Wait a minute. How did my health charge go from 1 to 2? Is that because I put points into endurance? I think it did. So I might wanna put points in that so that my health goes up. That's not dumb to do, and this is also higher. This has 4 charges. It had like... Oh no, I just have 4 stuff. It was 3 already, I think. Alright. So what we need to do, our journal must have updated, right? The gem is to report back to Joyce. So we could do that. Complete this. Let's do that real quick while we're here. Because otherwise I'm gonna do something else and get distracted again. See, I'm kinda learning how I am. And what? Got a minute? Why?
I saw you poking around in Lady Driver's lorry. She in trouble?
Wait, so you did know something about smuggling drugs around here?
Nah, man. I was telling you the truth. I really didn't think it'd be her. She's okay. Sort of troubled, but still, a nice person.
It's funny though that the game does update with the text, the things they are saying, and he's speaking to me suddenly.
So that's what that emotion was before. It was wishful thinking.
Also, is he the driver with the tattoos?
What else do you know about her?
Nothing. We just talked a bit. About life and stuff. She left me a key so I can park a lawyer if the jam broke. So, she in trouble or what?
He looks to you. I can't disclose the facts of an official investigation to you.
It's that bad. Man, what should I do? What should I do to help her?
He lets out a whistle, looking about 10 years older suddenly. No need for you to do anything. Don't worry, the police are looking into it. The last thing we need is more civilians. I really don't know. Well, let's say this.
Yeah, maybe I should just keep my head down and work on my rhymes while I can.
Alright, I had another question, do I?
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse. Let's do that, because it's kind of funny.
Wait, there's something here, stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like,
We're gonna be a poet.
Whoa. What else?
So should I read this like a poet? A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray. Also, I have a cold, so it probably sounds horrible. It is chalice held out to you in silent communion.
Silent communion. That's good.
He's transfixed by the words. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own.
Dang. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself.
He grunts, unable to suppress his reaction. I don't know. I think that may be an actual poet, and I've learned it by heart. I'm just a vessel for the muse.
No matter. It's a fine stanza. You're not so bad after all. For a cop.
For a cop?
They're more often in the fists than rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse.
Yeah, it feels a bit gay if I'm being honest.
in a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched under the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small.
Wait, what is this supposed to mean to me? What? I don't understand this. Any organization gets all kind of folk. I'm sure we try our best. I'm doing what little I can to do right by people. No joke, my fuck the police.
Well, you've given me some hope, I guess.
It gives you a thumbs up.
You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words.
Alright, bye. So let's get back to Joyce. I did gain experience again. I'm happy with that, since I have 10 out of 100. It does feel like these skill points that I get them real quick, but that can be because 100 is quite a lot. But yeah, that's how it feels. Where is she? Somewhere over here, I think. Oh, what happened? Where did I get it? I don't know. Alright, never mind, I guess. Did I look at this? I can go this way.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
Why am I looking at this wall? But it's low. I haven't been here, no. Take all. There's someone up here. Garden hose. This won't be of use until the snow melts. So I'm behind the body now. Chairs and tables eaten by rain and rot. Another splattering of bullet holes on this wall. Just a closed door, but you look at it suspiciously. These barrels are half full of rainwater. Take all. Can I go here? It's locked, I think. I can't go here either, can I? No. Interesting. Can I go here?
There must be another way into the building.
Alright, can I speak to you?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
And he's just named Smoke on the balcony.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
He says in a quiet voice, despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame.
It's the voice of someone who has something to hide, my liege.
I agree, although this is drama. You're hiding something? Speak up, this is please. No trouble from me, I just want to know what's going on. Too late, young man. Troubles found you.
Sorry, I don't have time for this. I just want to finish my cigarette and be gone.
Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
No problem, we'll talk more next time. Actually, the police really needs to talk to
Is
you.
it really that important?
He asks you, adjusting his shirt.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
Wait, do I get this because I put a point in this? I think.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Looks like you've got a good view of the Welling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I'd even go so far as to say that the view is a little too good, my dear gendarme. Do you have an estimate of when the body will be taken away?
No.
We will remove the body as soon as possible. Now tell us, where were you last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
He waves lazily with his cigarette.
Wait, is someone else investigating the lynching?
Did you? Look at Kim.
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
More experience, yes.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Lieutenant takes out his little blue notebook and writes something down. So I realize now I got kind of distracted because I was going back to Joyce. Also, time is passing fairly quickly. And I need to get the body down on this day or Kim will be upset. And to do that, I think I need to speak to Measurehead, which I'm also not doing right now. So we'll see how it goes.
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Rain patters on the windowsills and dead house plants. Too late to do them any good.
It'll take more than rain to bring this place back to life.
All right.
You didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
I had a friend over.
What kind of friend?
It was my Sunday friend.
What's your friend's real name? Did he see something?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Under the grey sky, the neighboring windows are streaked with rain.
Can you tell me your name?
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
That's funny.
That's definitely not his real name.
You're not actually cold.
No, of course not. Could you please lower your voice?
He scans the courtyard. It sounded like the bottom of a well, every sound captured and reflected back. All right, I don't think I can say anything else.
No. We won't.
He takes one last drag of his cigarette before stumming it out on the balcony.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. It's a red check, but it is 72. Let's try it.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might be watching from the distance, hidden behind the curtains?
Hey, listen, lower your voice. I am just trying to make things okay again. Can we meet again somewhere else?
For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes, compassion, and a hint of understanding.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
His voice is soft and deliberate. With a flick of his wrist, he sends the cigarette butt sailing over the rail.
But, hold on, what's that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door.
I also read that wrong. It's a cigarette butt, not an actual butt.
It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
He walks away. All right. Oh, I need to wait for him to walk away. All right. Continue.
He's gone.
Lieutenant puts away his notebook and turns to you. We should run after him, see where he went.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
You're right. He probably didn't have anything important to say anyway.
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
That's true.
He did leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Lieutenant nods towards a small rock on a soggy patch of grass.
If we find a way inside the building, we can ask around for his apartment.
Great, let's do that. Where's the stone? This one?
A stone like any other, lying in a whirl of sleet and mud. Maybe there's something under it.
Yeah, ignore it.
There's a key beneath it,
I thought
rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door. Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments and the man can be in any of them.
How are we going to find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
Put it back. All right, so journal updated. Let's take a look at that. Oh no, this updated because... Wait, did I get close? Orange bum hat. What? I didn't even see that. I don't have a hat, so let's wear it. That's funny. It gives us -1 rhetoric. Rhetoric, where are you? You're 4, so that's, I guess it's fine. I think. Also, in the beginning, I put skill points into every category, and I see now that these are able to level up higher than these, for instance. Is that true? What does this mean? I don't understand this game. I don't. Anyway, I put up a bum hat. I totally look like a bum, though. That's so funny. Interfacing, yeah. I wanted to check out the journal because this update, I need to report back to Joyce. That's quite simple. So I'm gonna do that sometime. You met a mysterious stranger smoking on the balcony of the apartment building north of Martinez. He knows something about the murder. Find out where he lives and question him again. Ask around for his apartment number. Seems easy enough. I also need to remember to close the water lock tomorrow. Find money. Well, I did that. I have 20 real, so you have to do this every night. So I have enough, I think, for 2 days, right? Because I have like 40. Yeah, so I'm good with that. Anyway, I'm gonna take a break. Next time, I'm gonna go find our man, speak to Joyce, speak to Measurehead. Those are the 3 leads I have, and I think I need to speak to Measurehead to get the body down, and that's kind of important to do, because, yeah, I won't get along with my investigation if I don't. And finding that man, I think that's not time focused, or how do you say it? It doesn't really matter when you do that, maybe, but getting the body down, I really need to do that. So maybe I should make that a priority. But right now I'm going to take a quick break. So thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. Curious what happens next? Subscribe to my page so you don't miss anything.